They call me Squirrel.
What's going on, Squirrel Squad? It's good to see you guys. I hope you guys are doing well. Tonight, I had a lot of things on my plate to take care of, and I came across this guy. Ricky Gervais teaches you British slang from Vanity Fair. Probably be blocked because it's Vanity Fair. I don't know. I've never dealt with them before. We're going to find out. So here we go. Let's watch and learn together. I'm going to learn anyway. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but I'm going to learn. So I want to learn some British slang. My apologies. British slang from Ricky Gervais.
You did say I had to tell you the derivation. Come on, I've told you. This is getting a bit academic, isn't it? Hi, I'm Ricky Gervais, and today I'll be teaching you some British slang.
Excellent.
Bevy, short for beverage, usually means a beer. We say let's have a bevy. They usually mean go to the pub and have a few beers. But it can be used as a hot beverage. You can say, let's have a bevy, and they mean a cup of tea. I've got a little beer on the go at the moment. It's not my favourite. It's a German wheat beer because I ran out of IPA. I'm not complaining. But after this, I'll probably start on the wine. Cheesed off. Fed up. He's cheesed off. What's up? Oh, you upsetting?
He's cheesed off. I like that one.
What's cheesed off about? Oh, well, I had to postpone some gigs. I'm getting fat and old and tired. So,
cheesed off.
Yeah. one sort of transient specific and one just in general that's getting worse. I'm not cheesed off about anything. Although anything can cheese me off. But I can go into a restaurant and it'd be a lovely restaurant and quiet, and then there sits people too near me. That's cheesed me off. Yeah, okay, I'm annoyed now. So in life, nothing really upset.
For a guy who says he doesn't get cheesed off often, he then talked about being cheesed off, and he's gone on a lot with it.
That's me too much, but in reality, any tiny thing can just make things not perfect. Grim. You don't have the word grim in America. Oh, grim.
We do.
It's perfect. It can be anything from distasteful to really boring. If you know, like you'd say.
We do have that word in America. I don't know who the hell he's talking to, who this Vanity Fair jackoff is. But of course we have the word grim. We don't use it as often in daily language, but what do you mean you got that word in America? Who told him that? You people.
About a really old, broken industrial town or something. Oh my, it's grim up there. It's grim. You could say it about something that's disgusting, like, oh God, don't go near him, he's grim. It's like, oh, horrible. Grimy, I suppose it's from grimy. Bog standard.
Now this I don't know.
Just means absolutely generic, normal. It could apply to anything. Bog standard car, just a normal, off the, production line. Everyone's got one. Bog standard. It does the job. It's nothing flash. Because bog here is also slang for toilet. Barmy.
Interesting.
Done.
Bog.
Finished. He's barmy. Is cuckoo.
Oh, crazy.
Pants. Well, there's two slang really. Pants are short for underwear, underpants. You use it to mean trousers, we don't. But pants the slang sense strictly would mean rubbish. That is absolute pants. That is awful. It's not worth the trouble. Don't go and see that film. It's pants. Rubbish. Dishy. You'd say attractive. A woman watching telly would say, oh, I like George Clooney, he's dishy. It's not aggressive or seedy. It would probably come from dishy. Cuisine, wouldn't it? Oh, what a lovely... Yeah, it probably does mean what a beautiful dish. What a lovely presentation. It's basically equating George Clooney to a big plate of pasta. Chinwag. Chat. Talking. Let's have a good old chinwag. It's like an old sort of quaint term. Two middle-aged women talking over the garden gate. They're having a right old chinwag. Look at them. Oh, they're having a right.
It's like quaffing or chewing the fat.
Old chinwag. So yeah, it's that sort of thing.
Chinwag.
Off license. You don't have off licenses. Oh, of course you do. Yeah, you'd call them liquor stores.
Being in the liquor industry myself, we call them on premise and off premise. It's the same thing. Off license, off premise. We call them liquor stores. the general public does. In my area, they call them package stores. I'll just leave it at that because I don't need 50 people explaining to me that that's a slang term and not a good term, the shortened version that we use. But we do refer to them as off-premise and on-premise, and what off-license or off-premise means is that you're going to leave the building with it and take it off of the premises and go consume it somewhere else, with on-premise being you're going to consume it on the premises, so like a restaurant or bar. So we do have that. It's called off-premise, not off-license, but yeah. I learned this one once before.
You couldn't drink there, but you could take away. So it was to do with old sort of pub licensing laws and sort of consuming things on the premises. It's a liquor store as opposed to a license, a pub. Yeah, you can only get takeaway. Well, nowadays it's all delivered, isn't it? I don't have to go out of the house at all.
Yeah.
Tosser. Derogatory term for someone you don't respect is a tosser. Also, it's probably the same derivation as wanker. Absolute wanker.
So I'm guessing it's like calling someone a jerk off. So over here we'd say, yeah, he's a jerk off or whatever. Tossing off or toss off is an old, I think it's from like the 80s or whatever. It's an old slang term which means the same thing as jerk off or masturbate. So if you're gonna call somebody a jerk off, or I would assume that tosser comes from toss off. Just my guess. He's a jerk off, right?
It's a slang word for masturbate, so he's an absolute wanker. He's an absolute tosser. But it doesn't mean that, literally. It just means you don't like him. You can't trust him. He's a twat. He's an idiot.
He's a jerk off.
Absolute tosser. I can't stand him. He's an absolute tosser. Geezer. He's a geezer. He's a bloke. He's a good lad. It's a sort of a male sort of term. There's a sliding scale of how much respect there is. Because he's an absolute geezer could mean he's a sound bloke. He's a geezer. He's a good laugh. He likes his beer and his football. He's a geezer. He's a right geezer. He's a right geezer, right? Oh, yeah. He likes to gamble. He likes to smoke. He's a right geezer.
In America, geezer, it means old. So if you were to look at a guy and he was like in his 70s or 80s and he's hobbling around with a cane or something, you'd be like, look at that geezer. Geezer's old person. That's a geezer.
Right? Or, careful, he's a bit of a geezer. What do you mean? He'll rip you off. He's a bit of a geezer. It depends how you say it, yeah. Shambolic. Well, it's all over the place. There's no structure to it. It's random. It's rubbish. It's shambolic. You go into a restaurant. Who's running this restaurant? It's absolutely shambolic.
It's in shambles, I would assume, right? It's a Travis Shamockery. That's from a commercial over here, and I love that term. But I would guess it means it's in shambles.
Waiter over there didn't take the table's wobbly. Your maitre d's chewing. This is shambolic. Anywhere there's company, anywhere there's a general public who should know better. Waz. Well, short for wazzock can be like idiot, or is an absolute waz, or it could be like, oh, what a waz, like things have gone wrong, or it could mean a piss. I'm just gonna have a quick waz.
Oh, like a whiz. We call it a whiz.
I don't use that word because I'm educated. Todger. Affectionate term for a penis. It's Todger. That's his Todger. He's got his Todger caught in his zip. You wouldn't get the soprano.
He's got his Todger caught in his zip. How did you get the berries above the twig? Anyway.
Saying Todger. It's not a cool. It's not. It's a quaint, acceptable euphemism for penis, I'd say. Well, that was British slang with me, Ricky Gervais. Hope you learned something. I did. Thanks for watching.
Ricky Gervais, this guy's great. Ricky, you and I are gonna hang out a little more in the upcoming months. That was good. I learned a few terms in there, and I was able to figure out kind of a little bit on them. So that was good stuff, though. It's always nice to learn more. I love learning about the culture of different places, and I love learning. Like the slang is great. So that was kind of neat. I'm not cheesed off that I watched it. I'm actually pretty happy about it. Tell me in the comments below, what are some of your favorite British slang words? What are some of the slang words that you use that are either regional or that maybe spread across the entire country? And what do they mean? Tell me, let me know. If you're new here, start out the conversation by going, hey, I got a slang word for you. By the way, I'm new. My name is Stevie Herbagamik, and I'm new. And say hello, and I'll try to make sure I say hello back if I catch it. So you guys be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and I'll catch you guys soon, I think. We'll see. 4 Arnie's Fridays tomorrow. Till next time, Squirrel out.